Hello, I am Dr. Dhaval Kataria from the Department of English and Communication, JG College of Commerce. Today, we are discussing the question from the subject Commercial Communication 1 for BCom Semester 1. We're dealing with Unit 1, that is Understanding Communication, and we are dealing with question number 2, that is Objectives of Communication. Let us understand what is commercial communication. Communication is essential for any organization or business. It enables the employees to work together. It acts as a vehicle through which the organization performs its basic functions of planning, organizing, controlling, and actualizing. So for that, in every activity, the employees send and receive information through various modes as they perform their duties. The ultimate purpose of all the business communication is to achieve immediate as well as long-term objectives of business. Every piece of communication has a very specific objective. The important aims or objectives of communication, let us have a look at that. The first objective is to gain knowledge. All over the world, communication is the only means through which education can be imparted. Knowledge, whether it is in terms of subjects taught at school or college, or life experiences shared as knowledge, is done through communication only. Real classrooms or virtual classrooms function because of communication. Thus, knowledge becomes the utmost important objective of communication. The second objective, that is information. To transit or to receive the information about anything is one of the most important objectives of communication. Information can be downward communication or upward communication. We will look into that later. Information is circulated within the organization through formal and informal channels. It should be accurate and from a reliable source. Let us understand what is upward and downward communication. As you can see, when the communication happens from the subordinates to the superiors, it is called upward communication. Whereas, if the communication happens from the superiors to subordinates, it is called downward communication. The third objective of communication is giving advice, the one that we are all very good at. Advice is the professional or personal opinion offered to change the approach or behavior of another person. Modern business activities are very complex. So, an expert advice is very necessary in matters like taxation, technology, finance, marketing, public relations, and much more. Advice can flow horizontally or downwards. Advice actually is much more effective if it is oral, face-to-face, informal, and confidential. A higher version of advice is counseling. Look at this picture. It is a very brilliant picture in which the person shows that there is confusion in a person's head which can be solved out or sorted out through communication. Let us understand counseling. Counseling is an organized and specialized form of advice. It is objective, impersonal, and generally sought from a person of greater skill and knowledge. Many large business houses have counseling departments as well, which do the counseling to the employees not only on work matters but also on personal and domestic matters. For effective counseling, two-way communication is definitely important. The fifth objective of communication is instruction. Instruction is generally a downward form of communication. Superiors instruct their subordinates from time to time about the tasks to be performed in the regular conduct of activities. Instructions are given generally in individual format or in groups. These instructions are given individually or in groups. Instructions can also be given orally or in writing. Instructions are aimed at providing guidance for performing the work in a better way. The next objective of communication is suggestion. Suggestions, as you can see, there are institutions, there are organizations which have suggestion boards. That is very important for any organization. In business, the best ideas need not necessarily come only from the top executives and advisors. The workers and lower order staff involved in the actual implementation of work can also provide creative suggestions on matters relating to the working of the organization. Modern business communication welcomes constructive suggestions from the employees. Suggestions, thus, can be downward, upward, or horizontal. The next, request. Requests are generally made by the subordinates to the higher authorities for getting some favor done. Requests may also be made by the superiors to the subordinates for doing some extra work. Requests may be oral or in writing. It can be formal or informal. The next objective is persuasion. Taken from the cover of the book, this image is very strong. It shows how persuasion is very attractive, very alluring, and extremely magnetic. Let us look at persuasion. Persuasion is an effort to influence the views, opinions, and attitude of others to actually mold their actions. The management of business has to persuade the employees to put in their best efforts, also the potential customers about the utility of its products and services, and also the financiers, government agencies, or tax authorities on different matters. A great deal of business communication is actually persuasive. The next is motivation. As you can see, a person always grows with the right motivation. Motivation provides the people with the inner urge to make sincere efforts and focus their activities towards the organizational goals. In a business organization, the seniors try to direct the efforts of the subordinates towards the goals that have already been set. Allowing participation in the decision-making process of the organization can motivate the subordinates. Financial perks can also be a great mode of motivation. The next objective is raising morale. As you can see in the image, when everyone around encourages you or motivates you, your morale rises. Let us look into that. Morale is the mental health of an individual arising out of courage, confidence, and positive attitude. High morale enhances the level of efficiency of employees. People who feel good about themselves and about their organizations are highly motivated. To keep the morale of the employees high, the organization should follow open communication climate. Upward communication, the thing that we discussed earlier, should be encouraged. The next is report writing, that is, report. In organization, facts and information is kept flowing upwards to the top management to enable them to evaluate and control the performance through proper decisions. Report is generally an upward form of communication which is in writing, and there has to be a specific format that has to be followed. Some reports are routine reports and sent at regular intervals, while some reports are special reports. The next objective of communication is appealing. Appeals are special requests for favor made to the higher authorities with proper reasoning. They may be made individually or in group. They could be oral or written. They are generally made in a persuasive language. Appeal is one of the most important objectives of internal and external communication. The 13th objective is order. An order is a directive to a subordinate to do something in a particular manner. It is generally an authoritative form of communication. It is a downward form of communication from the superiors to the subordinates. It may be written or oral, general or specific. It must be clear and complete, capable of being executed, and generally in a friendly tone. The 14th objective of communication is complaining. Complaints are made when there are defects in the working system or in the products obtained. They are made to set right those defects from the parties concerned. They may be oral or written. In commercial dealings, however, they should be in writing. Complaints should be solved immediately. The last objective of communication is warning. Warning becomes necessary when the employees don't abide by the norms, rules, and regulations of the organization. Warnings can be general or specific. Specific warnings targeted towards an individual or a group should be administered in private after complete investigation and without losing temper. Warning is a helpful tool of communication. It corrects errors, misbehaviors, and bad habits. It is generally a downward form of communication. Now, this question was asked in December 2016. Thank you.